If you want clear, factual information about how the recall process works in Alberta, follow along. My name is Lindsay, and I'm part of a small group of concerned citizens who have petitioned to recall our MLA here in Calgary Fish Creek. And until our canvassing window opens, I will be sharing factual information about the recall process and how it works to try and give everyone a clear idea of what it is, what can happen, and how it's all going to look. Today I want to talk about triggering an election, or as said up here, toppling the government. Each petition is for one MLA in one riding. It needs to be submitted by citizens of that riding, and it has to follow all the Alberta election rules. So it cannot be a coordinated event by any kind of party or anything like that. It has to be a citizen in the riding using their real name, their real address, their real phone number to be able to even get these things submitted and approved. Once an application is approved, then the canvassing window will eventually open, and the applicant needs to collect 60% of the voting population in the previous election. For example, in Calgary Fish Creek, we need a minimum of 15,500-ish signatures in order to have a successful recall petition. If the petition is successful, Election Alberta verifies all of the signatures, then it would move to a recall election. And that is simply, does your stay or go? One question. Stay, get the boot. If that vote is voted yay, we want him out, then that would trigger a election in your riding. Then your community would then have the opportunity to vote to flip that seat or elect a different Conservative MLA or vote from whoever decides to run in that by-election. So right now, the UCP hold 49 seats in the legislature, and 44 seats is a majority. So if in those by-elections, 6 of those votes changed party, NDP, independent, PC, whatever, then that would put the UCP in a position to only hold a minority government. There's options at that point. The UCP could govern with a minority government and try to seek support from other MLAs, independents, whatever. They could try and form a coalition or make an agreement with other parties to govern together to be able to make things happen. Or what is probably more likely, the legislature would test the government via a confidence vote. If the government loses that vote, then the premier would probably ask the lieutenant governor to call a general election at that point. So to sum it all up, no, recalls are not going to topple the government. But enough angry Albertans using their voice and using their vote can create meaningful change eventually through a long process, maybe trigger a little bit more change in Alberta.